Hey everybody, Hillbilly Homesteader. As you can see, we still have meat chickens left. The reasoning is there's no water at the homestead. Got up yesterday morning, did a few things, went to go wash my hands. No water came out of the faucet. So what I think happened is the well pump went. And I've been on the phone this morning with the water people, and they're on their way to hopefully come and fix it. But it was a good eye opener to what would happen when you went to turn on the faucet and there was no water that came out. Luckily, I am who I am. I had drinking water saved up. I had toilet water saved up, which I realized fast that I did not have enough of that on hand. So I will be upping the storage of that once the water's fixed. And luckily, this wasn't a grid down or SHTF situation. And I was able to go across the street to a brother's house and fill up a few buckets so all the chickens had water. And because of the uncertainty of what is going on, all the hype and all the talk and the blah blah blah, I did go to the grocery store yesterday and picked up a few things and picked up more water. I knew I was going to use some of it over the next couple of days, so I wanted to make sure that was replenished and add a little bit more to the stock. You realize quick how much you need water and how much we rely on turning the faucet and boom, there's water. I heat with wood, so I was able to put some water in a pot, put it on the stove, and warm it up so I could take, get a little bit of a washing up this morning and yesterday as well. I could have put it on the electric stove, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're doing this. No water. Let's heat it up like we would if there was no power. But like I said, with any luck, they're going to be here within the next hour or so. Guy doesn't seem to think it's a big deal. So, it should be fixed, which would be cool. So if you find this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, I would ask if you would please hit the subscribe button. You can hit the like button, you can hit the dislike button. But what I do want to show you guys, what else I did. Bucket. Damn, cheesecloth. Oh, what's he gonna do? So what I did is, I think last year I bought some taps, maple syrup taps. I never did anything with them. I was like, oh, you know what? There's some maple trees. Let's do it. I only did one because I wanted to see how it was gonna go. Right, so I tapped a tree. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. It's just dripping out of there now. That's half a bucket in, I'm gonna say 24 hours. I don't know if that'll focus or not. So what you do, and I think it's a little early to actually be doing this, but the sap's running. It tastes pretty good. So this is just your standard Tractor Supply tap. You drill a 7/16 hole at a slight upward position in the tree, so the sap will run down, and you tap the tap in there with a hammer until it's nice and snug. And it came out quick. It came out real quick. Oh, you dig that hole. I don't know if I said this or not, but you drill that hole 2.5 inches in. The tap doesn't go in there that far, but that's how far they want you to drill the hole. And you tap it in till it's nice and tight. and there's, you can see there's nothing leaking out from around it. It's just slowly dripping into the bucket. I had to customize my 5-gallon bucket. They sell special ones that have the grommet go on there, but and I bought a book too. When I bought these taps, I bought a book that told you basically how to do maple syrup at home. So I'm pretty excited. You can store this, keep the sap up for a week, storing it. Keep it nice and cold, 35, 36 degrees. They compared it to milk, so you have to keep it cool in 7 days. So I figure I'll collect it for the week. Hopefully the trees run good. The weather looks like it's going to be nice for it. You want the cold nights in the 20s, and then the days they warm up to about 40, which is what we're going to be getting here in the Northeast this week. And the ratio, that's about 30 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup. So I'm gonna try it. What do you got to lose? You don't know until you try. Step out of your comfort zone. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to set up this nice fancy little tripod that I got for my phone, and I'm gonna pour out this sap through the cheesecloth into the bucket, and then when I'm gonna get it into probably gonna stick it in a cooler or somewhere where I know it's gonna stay cool, because I don't want it to go bad. I really want to try this. So bear with me here, and we're gonna set this up. See if I can get a good angle. Well, the sun's gonna be in the way there. The best production quality, right, guys? I'm doing this on a sideways Android. Yeah, I think you can see that just fine there. That'll work. Sideways Android with a $6 Walmart tripod. The vlogger tripod. A little schmegma in there. Clean fingers. It's like sweet water. It's pretty good. You can drink this too. I guess it's supposed to be very hydrating. So what I did with the cheesecloth is I just found a rubber band. Hopefully. Oh yeah. I just found a rubber band, cut a piece of cheesecloth, and as you can see, that's going in there really nice. Don't be afraid to try new things. Nice new buckets, new clean buckets from Tractor Supply. They were on sale, probably like 2 for $6 or something like that. So I picked up some buckets with lids. Tractor Supply is now carrying Gamma lids too. Bucket back on the hook. Which Gamma lids, I don't know if you're familiar with, but they're the airtight sealed lids, and you can still access them. And you guys are on the lid for that. So let's see if I can switch you out with a piece of bark. Love it. The best. And it's still cold out. It's still only like 35 degrees. So the sap's really not running. It seems like I got a slow drip right now. If I was a moonshiner, I would not be happy with that drip. And that's it. We're just going to do that. I think we're going to leave that cheesecloth right on that bucket. No, we're not. That's not going to work. Alright, so we're going to take this off. Yeah, now it's pretty clean. No cacas on the lid. The lid on there. Alright. As I let that fall into the bucket like a dummy. hear it dripping now pretty good in there. The sun is just starting to show itself. And if I'm not mistaken, you want to keep your taps on the south side of the tree. You don't want to tap a tree that is less than 12 inches in diameter. So give it a shot, guys. You know, go to Tractor Supply, buy a couple taps, buy a couple buckets, some cheesecloth, find some maple trees in your yard. What do you got to lose? 20 bucks. You have some maple syrup out of the deal, homemade. Self-reliant. Be self-reliant. Anyway, I'm gonna pick y'all back up. I kind of like this thing. This is the first video I've shot with this little tripod. That's working all right. So I'd like to hear, what are you guys doing different? Are you trying anything new? If you're new to prepping, have you stepped up your preps? Or, I'm sorry, if you're new to prepping, why did you start prepping? What are you guys doing? If you're a regular prepper and at this a while, have you guys done anything to step your game up? You know, let me know in the comments below if you've ever made syrup. Oh, excuse me. If you ever made syrup too, I'd like to know some feedback. If you wanted to put something down in the comments below, it would help me out. Let's go check the girls. See what they're up to. And there's Quagmire out there by himself. Look at him. He's a beautiful rooster. You're gonna make some noise for the people? You were making all kinds of ruckus when I was making this video before. Now you want to be quiet and shy. There they come. They're like clowns coming out of the Volkswagen, out of the clown car. One after another after another. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, I didn't open your guys' door. Let's do that. Not getting very many eggs either. These girls have slowed down. Some of them are on the older side. Thinking they might be past their day. I'm only getting like 2 eggs a day. And I'm not the kind to put a light in there or any heat lamp or nothing like that for them. So let nature take its course on that one. Back when I used to do firewood. Let's see, we got any eggs today? Nope, no eggs. All right. This one's giving herself a dust bath. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. Wanted to share the water issue with you and the maple syrup. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There's a lot of talk. Depending on what you want to believe or not believe, the bottom line is we're getting into uncharted territory and times that, you know, none of us, I don't think, have really ever seen. You know, and it's a spectrum that's across the board. It's not really one thing or the other. It's just times that nobody's seen. People are acting in ways that just, well, it's silly. But the bottom line is, we're in a time that is questionable, and food, for one, is not going to be any cheaper than it is right now, ever. It's going to continue to go up. So if you got a few extra bucks, buy a couple extra boxes, a couple extra cans, a couple extra gallons of water. Get it in the pantry. Get it in there, just because. It's a security thing. It's an assurance that if all else fails, you have food to eat. Your family has food to eat. The people that you care about have food to eat. And the ability and the knowledge to be able to grow your own food, raise your own food, is very important. Grow your own food. Raise your own food. Buy all the other stuff too. It's very difficult to be fully self-sufficient and to be able to grow and raise all your own caloric intake. People do it, but when you're a normal person and you have a job, you have a family, you have hobbies and other activities, it's very difficult to be able to do that. But as much as that you're able to do on your own, and that you don't have to go into the system to buy, it's going to help you in the long run. And the feeling of eating your own is phenomenal. It's so self-rewarding. If you haven't done it, I highly suggest you try it. This year, grow a couple of plants just on your deck or on your front steps. You'd be amazed at how easy it is to grow vegetables. Did some cleaning up around here in this back section, trying to extend this a little bit. There's a few trees that need to come out. That one's dead. And these big ones are blocking my afternoon sun in the summertime to the garden, which is over there. So these are going to come out. So I've been cleaning that up a little bit. Split a little bit of wood. There's the slaughter station when we do the meat birds. I didn't do a YouTube video about that. I just put a quick little post on Instagram, but made traffic cones into kill cones. We had a nice setup. They came from the coop over to here. We had the scalder set up here, the feathering station. We pluck our own birds. We don't have a fancy machine or anything like that. It's really not that difficult to do it by hand. It only takes a few minutes. And, eventually I think when I keep doing this that I will invest in a plucker. We gave a few chickens to a few different people, and they were amazed on how juicy and tender the meat was. And it just had a cleaner taste to it. So that's really good to hear. Good feedback. They're definitely pampered chickens. They're well taken care of and given the best food that I that I could give them because I'm eating them. So anyways, that's it. I'm going to jump off of here for now. So like I said, I'll ask one more time, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd ask that you would please do so and hit the thumbs up button. And try to get my videos out there a little bit more and get a few more subscribers and start doing a couple more videos for y'all. But I need to see the feedback. That would be great and helpful, and I appreciate it. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on prepping.